What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. We are doing a playthrough today of Voltorb / Electrode. I butchered the name of this in the prediction video, so please don't hate me too much. We win this first battle pretty handily. Yeah, we get the win. We named ourselves Tesla. And our opposition, I think I named him Edison. So, Voltorb. What to talk about with Voltorb? Well, it starts off with Tackle, so that's not great. He also has Screech, which isn't bad. He has horrible stats across the board except for his special, or speed. His speed is 100, and actually special's not bad. It's 55, defense is 50, attack is 30, and HP is 40. So, not great stats, but not horrible. What really sucks with this Pokemon is its moveset. So you're gonna see this, and I will do this throughout this entire video. This will be massively compared to Magnemite and Magneton. So Magnemite and Magneton, very similar Pokemon, but there's just subtle differences. Like, for example, with this Pokemon, we get Supersonic at level 17, where we didn't get to level 21 with Magnemite. So now we're in Vermilion Forest with the Bug Trainers. We're really just here. This is where we get our experience. We get to level 10 before we even enter the forest, because I just knew we were going to need the extra experience points as much as possible. Tackle, and yeah, we're just going to watch this battle. There's not much about this Pokemon, and it's crazy because in future generations we can't get poisoned. So this has been happening with a lot of crappy Pokemon like this one. Is I have to double back and fight the trainer with 3 Pokemon because I don't know if I have enough power points to get through it, or if I have enough hit points to get through it as well. But we fight this Bug Trainer, and we get the win there. And then the next Pokemon next trainer we should fight should be the rival. And we're just trying to get as many, yeah, there we go. So the rival's up, and I don't remember if we depleted our power points to get this, or we just did a normal battle. But we're way higher level than the Pidgey, well, not way higher, but 3 levels higher. Now, Screeching here against the Pidgey is very risky, because all Pidgeys just get 1 sand attack and you can wreck the whole fight. But with Screech drops your opposition's defense by 1 stage every time you do it. So it makes your attacks that much more effective. And now we got seeded, but our attacks, we're going to like 3-shot this thing. So there's 2, and there is 3. Very good. So we beat our rival. It took a little bit of just finagling to do it. So now we're fighting the junior trainer. So now I think at this point we're not quite there where we need to be to have Supersonic. But we still can win the battle against this rival, or against the Million Light Years trainer. I apologize, the Million Light Years trainer. And we just need to get 1 more hit in. Very good. So that'll go a long way towards fighting Brock. Now we fight Brock at level 17, because that's when we get Supersonic. Supersonic is a 20 base power, a move that does 20 hit points of damage every time. It's 85. It's 9% accurate. So it's not the greatest move. So I just missed right there. Okay, but it does do a decent amount of damage early in the game, because it does exactly 20 damage. It doesn't do any more, no less, nothing. Just exactly 20 damage. Okay, which is, it's good because you know what it's going to do, but it's also bad in some ways. So I mentioned this in the prediction video. This Pokemon, via level up, does not learn any electric moves. None. Not one. Not one electric move. And though we're at like 30 minutes right now, so Magnemite took about 45 minutes to get by Brock. So that's 15-minute difference. And the fact that it doesn't have an electric move is really detrimental to this Pokemon, because it's going to give a chance it's going to really give Magnemite time to make up some time here. So if you compared the 2 runs and playthroughs, you'll know what I mean. But we didn't get by Brock till about 45 minutes in, so we have a 15-minute lead on Magnemite, and it's going to get caught very quickly. You'll see why here in a little bit. But these trainers here are not very difficult. Supersonic is pretty much practically 2 shots everything. That's the best way to put it. But to save power points, because you only have 20 power points with Supersonic, I've been using Screech and Tackle as a good strategy. I also added Bide. Bide will help in some cases where you get your accuracy lowered. So, alright, so Supersonic. And Jigglypuff has a lot of power points, so yeah, I played through Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff has massive amount of power points. So now we're in Mount Moon. There's nothing crazy in Mount Moon that we get. Like, there's no move we get. We get an HP up, I guess. We can sell moves. But really, we just gotta get the rare candy in here. And that's about it. And HP up, because we do need to buy a move later. We're gonna have to buy a move for this Pokemon, guarantee it. Alright, so tackle, very good. And a lot of these battles aren't super hard, don't get me wrong. Like, they're not super difficult battles. But it's just the fact that, yeah, we basically skipped through most of the Mount Moon. Or at least what I'm showing. It's a Super Duper Nerd. Sonic Boom. It's not even a 2-shot, it's a 3-shot. So that's what sucks about Sonic Boom. It does not get stronger with you. Tackle, like, if you can do tackling at level 1 compared to level 50, you're going to have a much different outcome of what tackle does. Sonic Boom's good because this Pokemon pretty much doesn't have a very broad moveset. So Sonic Boom is helpful against, like, certain Pokemon, especially against, like, ground type, because it'll still do at least 20 damage. Excuse me, I've been very sick the last week. So we get the Dome Fossil. All hail the Dome Fossil. And we move on to Misty's gym. Well, I don't know if... Yeah, we're going to fight Misty. So to conserve power... conserve power points, we're just going to go for Screech and Tackle. Screech and Tackle combo. Shelter's very bulky, so it makes sense to go for Sonic Boom right there. And we're going to go ahead and face this trainer with Peck. Goldeen that pecks you. And it's going to be a 3-shot. And very good. And that's it. Gets the knockout, and we level 23. That's awesome, but we don't learn anything special at level 23. The next move we have to look forward to is Light Screen at level 29, and that's it. We cannot learn Self-Destruct. There's no point in it. Okay, so Staryu. It's going to be a 3-shot. We have 10 power points taken away, so we should be, or 10 hit points, so we should be fine with this battle. Sonic Boom should be a, what is that, a 4-shot? Okay, we got lucky there. She got a critical hit, though, with Water Gun. So, surprising to say that electric types don't actually have a resistance to water. It's a neutral damage dealing move. Okay, so now we're facing our rival. Now, this rival fight isn't too bad. It's the next rival fight that's really hectic. And you'll see why. The Sonic Boom, get the knockout. We got about 60% of our health left. Abra a one-hit knockout. Rattata can do a lot of damage to us, and if we can't take it out fast, that could be a problem, but we get it taken out. But the question is, do we knock out Bulbasaur? Bulbasaur ain't going to do much to us. That's kind of the upside to fighting with Bulbasaur, and we survive on 2 hit points. So this is Nugget Bridge. I'm just going to let it play through. And the whole point of showing Nugget Bridge is showing you kind of like, even some basic Pokemon can give me some struggles, because nothing can be taken out in like 1 hit. With every Pokemon, pretty much every Pokemon I played through as, maybe not all, technically, but most Pokemon I played through as, you have a move at this point where you can one-shot anything you come across. And we don't have that situation here. That's not the case at all with Electrode, and Voltorb and Electrode. There's not a one-hit knockout move, at this point at least. We do get one eventually, but it's the fact, like for example, by this point in the game, Magnemite had Thundershock. And Thundershock can one-shot a lot of things, especially Misty's gym. One-shot or two-shot a lot of things. In this case, we have Sonic Boom, and Sonic Boom gets less and less effective as you play the game. You start coming across higher-level Pokemon that have higher amounts of hit points, so it takes multiple hits to knock out one Pokemon, which in the beginning, early in the game, took like 1 or 2 hits. So that's kind of the downside to relying on a move like Sonic Boom. And just some other things about this Pokemon as well. Like I said, the next actual move that is effectively decent is Light Screen, which ups your defense. Okay. The next move after that is Swift. And that's the last damage-dealing move we learn is Swift. We will learn Swift way before that, because you can pick it up as a TM. But nothing else we have nothing else we get will be effective in that regard. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up Magnemite's move pool, and I'm going to compare the two while we're talking here, while we're just watching these battle. So Magnemite's move pool. I'm looking at it right now on my second screen here. So, I mean, Sonic Boom is pretty nice because it helps us, it lets us get through, like, Rock type, but it still takes a lot of damage just to get through Rock type. And I'm pretty sure we had to go back and heal like a dozen times here. Because we would deplete most of our power points. We wouldn't do a lot of damage. Like right now, look at this. It won't show it now. I don't know why I'm using just Tackle. So Sonic Boom has about 13 power points left. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need more than just that, than just 13 power points to get by this trainer. I think I had to go back and heal. I honestly do. I think I had to go back and heal this Pokemon. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, I just healed it. Okay. That's Sonic Boom. Now, Sonic Boom is being a 2-shot on these low-level Geodudes, thank goodness, because if it was 3-shot, it might make us susceptible to getting more damage. But see, I think it's Machop is the 3-shot, and I'm missing. Great. And in Geodude, Sonic Boom, it's a 2-shot, thank goodness. And yeah, that's kind of the only upside to Sonic Boom, is it lets you get a little bit of damage in against Pokemon like this. And I'm pretty sure I need to heal here, unless I already healed and I didn't know about it. Okay, I guess not. Okay, so while this fight's going on, Magnemite at level 25 gets Thunder Shock. Now again, not great, but it's better than nothing. Okay, and I'm rolling the dice here. I'm rolling the dice here big time. I'm rolling the dice here that they're not going to do that much damage to me, which they're not, but that's a roll of the dice there. To go into a battle with only 22 hit points and expect to survive. That was a roll of the dice there. So now we save Bill from his freaky deaky experiment. And the whole point of seeing Bill is, I mean, it's part of the game, but what we do now is get the SSN ticket. And yeah, so here's the SSN ticket. We dig out. I really don't usually show this stuff, but I needed to show some. You're gonna see some stuff here that I'm about to show. So this trainer, her name is Sandy. She's a sand attacking Pidgey trainer. Sandy was a pain in the butt. I probably fought her 10 times. You're gonna see a whole bunch of fights with Sandy, the Pidgey trainer. Okay, so there's my first knockout. She beat the crap out of me, dude. I probably spent 10 to 15 minutes fighting her, and then the next fight I'm gonna go over with you. So there's nothing here that, there's no strategy that works. So here's where Magnemite was different. Magnemite at this point in the game had Thunder Shock. All these birds were one-shots unless they did a quick attack, but they basically, I went into the battle with a lot more health. Okay? Alright, so Screech, I'm trying to lower their defense. The problem with these trainers, or Pokemon, is every single one of these Pokemon has Sand Attack. They have Quick Attack, they have Sand Attack, they have Gust. So if you go with Supersonic alone, they may just beat you because Supersonic gets them a chance to attack you multiple times. Okay, that's the first problem. Second, they also could go for Sand Attack, in which your move's already 90% accurate anyway, so it's already a little bit behind the 8 ball. It makes it so much harder to actually just hit see this Pokemon, I can't just hit it and knock it out. I have 2 more Pokemon left I gotta fight, and I can't just get one tackle in to knock this Pokemon out, and I lose to the first Pidgey again. There's nothing here that works. You can't even use Bide. Bide is a strategy I've used before, and what it does is as you get damage dealt to you, you deal back double, but I don't have enough hit points for that to do it for all 3 Pokemon, because that would skip over their accuracy checks when it comes to them dealing, Sand Attack and lower my accuracy. It doesn't help. So Sonic Boom doesn't help because it's a 3-hit knockout. So you have to hit 9 Sonic Booms without getting any kind of damage drop or accuracy drop or taking too much damage. So look at this. It's the first Pokemon. It's the first freaking bird I gotta face. And that's me trying to use Bide. And now I was so close that time. I was so close. I went all the way back and healed at the Pokemart just so I could get this battle done. And again, I got Sand Attack, so I'm missing some pretty easy attacks. And I'm hoping I have enough damage here, or health here, that I can take out this Pokemon. And I just can't hit Sonic Booms to save my life. I did not know this trainer was a gym leader. I really didn't. I just need to hit one more. Yeah, I told you, this was a bane of my existence, dude. I fought this trainer at least 10 times. I was like, I've never had this many problems with this Pokemon, this trainer. But this is why I showcase her, because in circumstances like this, she can wreck you. I finally beat her. I finally freaking beat her after like a good 6 or 7 minutes solely on that one trainer. Usually this trainer takes like 30 seconds to beat, and I'm already starting this one off on a bad note. I win this one. I'm pretty sure I don't lose this one. But that was so brutal, dude. You don't even know. Okay, and if that was brutal, how is this going to be even better? Because not only does he have a Pidgeotto, which is stronger than Pidgey, but I still am not going to deal massive damage, and he already sand attacked me. Great. So now I'm going to try to, and now I'm keep missing attacks. I haven't hit an attack yet. Okay, there's a tackle. Very good. And now I can't do that much damage to Kadabra. Very good. He beat me again. And now this, like, that's what I mean. If I had just Supersonic, or I'm sorry, Thunder. Actually, Supersonic would be great compared to this moveset. If I had Thunder Shock, Pidgeotto would be a one-hit knockout, and I go into the next 3 Pokemon with maximum health. There's another loss. And I've never, ever in the history of me playing this game, had this many problems with this trainer. I've never had this many problems. I really have not. And now I just realized I ran out of power points for Supersonic. So I got to rely on Screech and Tackle with every Pokemon. So we're going to try this again. We're trying it again. And here we go. Screech is, Supersonic's back up to, or Sonic Boom, I'm sorry, is back up to full power. Okay, well, most of it. And get the knockout. And go for Light Screen so we don't get as much damage as we usually would. Hyper Fang doesn't do that much. One more hit, and we get the, nope, we don't get the knockout because we miss again. Sonic Boom is, God, 90% accuracy. It really sucks sometimes. Okay, him using Teleport is the greatest thing to ever happen to me. Because then we have a chance to win this battle. Tackle. And you go for Sonic Boom. Line Whip isn't doing that much. We finally get the win. So this, remember where I said a while back, like, Magnemite will make up this time? This is where Magnemite made up the time. Because at this point in the game, Magnemite was about at this exact time. Did not have the issues that this Pokemon, that Voltorb and Electrode had. It wasn't the same. It wasn't anywhere near close to the same issues. The only issues that Magnemite had was Brock. After Brock, didn't really have any issues. But this Pokemon has had issues with multiple trainers, had issue managing power points, had issues with Sandy with 3 Pidgeys, okay, and our fourth rival fight, which is never an issue, but it's an issue here. But the good news is we just beat Lieutenant Surge. And with Lieutenant Surge, we finally get a good move in Thunderbolt. It's also Stab, but it's finally a decent move. And even though Grass is resistant to us, it's way more powerful. Way more powerful. Oddish. Oddish is a weird Pokemon. It's kind of oddish. And we get the knockout there. We have a Paralyzed Heal. Very good. And now here comes like a tough part of the game that can be tough because we're electric type. And that is getting through Rock Tunnel. Rock Tunnel is very difficult because we have Thunderbolt, which is great. So there's some Pokemon in there that we will do very nice damage to. Very nice damage to. Like the Slowpokes that we have to fight, for example. That's one example. There are some grass type trainers that I think we'll do okay against. But really where the problem comes in, like Cubone, for example, we can't do electric moves to it, and it takes down half of our health. Now, Slowpoke's, like I said, is not going to be an issue. We'll knock it out pretty handily. And so Slowpoke is a knockout, very good, but that's not where the problem's going to come. The problem's going to come with this next trainer. She has 2 grass type, the Static Conditioner. She does a lot of Static Condition. She likes to put you to sleep, so she likes to paralyze you, whatever. See, I'm paralyzed already. And then Bulbasaur comes out, and if we can just knock it out, very good. We have to teleport out. We have to dig out, I'm sorry. And go back in, and we have to redo the repel. Very, very cool. Awesome. It ain't too far. And we gotta fight a rock trainer right here. Now, this is the only reason Sonic Boom is decently nice. Because Sonic Boom at least does 20 damage to rock trainers. If we didn't have Sonic Boom, this would be very hectic. Because then we'd only have Tackle to get through rock trainers. And I wasn't paying attention here, so I ended up running into this trainer, but Thunderbolt's a one-shot. Thunderbolt's a one-shot. Thunderbolt's a one-shot. And we beat that trainer, but this is where the trainer that can be very tricky. This is Boomer the Hiker. And I put up a light screen so it does less damage to us when it does self-destruct. And we just really gotta hold back and make sure we don't get a lot. Okay, so we actually don't get self-destructed very often in that one. So that was good. But now we are progressing to, we're very close to it. We're not quite there, but we're pretty close to a part in the game that really usually opens up a lot for us, but really just doesn't really do much to us for us. Alright, so there we go. So here's the problem with this Pokemon. So yeah, we have Thunderbolt now. Thunderbolt's great. But we don't have a lot of other moves that we can do. The move set for this Pokemon is via TM. Swift is one. We already have Swift. We just picked it up. We also get access to... I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. I was looking at Magnemite. Magnemite gets access to Takedown and Double Edge. We don't get access to Double Edge. We just get access to Takedown. So Takedown is a lesser version of Double Edge. It's less accurate. It's not 100%. It's 90 base power rather than 100. And I experimented with some other moves in this too that I've never used. So for example, Electrode gets access to Skull Bash. And it's a worthless move. Just be honest with you. It's a worthless move. It may be okay against certain types, but it does not help you at all when it comes to ground types. Which is the big issue that you have in this game, is you just don't have anything that help you good against ground types. Mimic later in the game really does help. But yeah, that's pretty much it, is you have that, and you also have Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam is not bad because it's very powerful. The problem is if you don't knock it out in one hit, it takes a turn to recharge. So, yeah, so now we're facing Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and we have to heal after every one of these battles. It's insane to me how much we have to heal. So Ekans is a one-shot with Thunderbolt. Sonic Boom is a 3-shot with Sandshrew. And then, yeah, Arbok is a one-shot as long as you use Thunderbolt. So now this could be tricky. It's not tricky, but it can be tricky because we just don't have a great move to use against Giovanni here. Sonic Boom. Okay, we're testing out Swift and Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom does more than Swift. It really does. So this will be what, a 4-shot? Yep, it's 4-shot. And then Kangaskhan will almost be a 1-shot, and then they use Guard Spec, which I don't know why he used Guard Spec so much. And now we have our 5th rival fight. This will be a lot better. We do have a better move, so Thunderbolt will be a 1-shot, very good. Gyarados will also be a 1-shot, very good. Growlithe should be a 1-shot, yep, very good. Kadabra, it's a 1-shot, very good. I am 17 levels higher, so I should be 1-shotting the shit out of this guy. Pardon my French. I usually like to cuss, but this is a frustrating run. You have no idea how frustrating this run was. So now we're facing Erica's gym. And really what we're in here, so there's the move that I added to try to see what it would help us with, what it could do for us. And because we can't just knock Pokemon out in just one hit, we're doing it right here. That's because we're facing first stage Pokemon, and I got paralyzed already. That's great. Okay, but because we can't just one-shot anything too consistently, we get paralyzed, we get poisoned, we get put to sleep. It really adds to the run that you have to go back and heal. You have to buy more paralyzed heals and potions and things like that. Because you're taking extra damage, you're taking extra status conditions, all those things. Swift is actually doing pretty good against this gym, I will say. It actually is doing pretty nice. It doesn't miss, that's what's beautiful about Swift. Now, Skull Bash is what I'm trying to use here. And it does do a lot of damage when it hits. The problem is, it takes 2 turns, which I hate about it. Okay? It takes 2 turns. And if I'm going to use a turn that uses 2 turns to hit anyway, I might as well use like Hyper Beam or something. Alright, so now we're facing Erica. I'm pretty sure we cured of our paralyzed. Yes, we have. Okay. We're set up light screen so there's no damage, not a lot of damage gets done. Swift is about a third. And now he's wrapping us. That's the problem right now. I guess we're in a speed tie of some kind. Skull Bash does not get the knockout. Wow. That's a 100 base power move, 100% accurate, and does not get the knockout there. We're down to 46 HP, 44 HP. Swift is, God bless, this is taking forever. I don't lose this. I'm pretty confident in that, but it just seems like it takes forever. Pedal Dance doesn't do squat. One more hit, it's all I need. Swift, there we go. We knock out Erica. We get what I believe it's the Marsh Badge. So I decide I'm going to go to Cobra Kai and get some training done. Because we really need more levels. As dumb as it sounds, we are level 42. We're pretty much ahead of the game when it comes to leveling. We need more levels. It's a necessity. Because we just don't have enough, we don't have enough moves to compensate for anything. I guess what I could have done in this case, I could have gone and got Thunder. Also, what I could have done, I didn't think about this until after, when I was editing. What I could have done with Sandy, the trainer that kept having all his Pidgeys like sand attack me and I couldn't get by. I could have used Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave is a paralyzing move. It would have paralyzed her and possibly could have let me get by her with a lot more ease. So now we're facing our rival. Let's see how this goes. Thunderbolt will be a one-shot, very good. Gyarados will be a one-shot, very good. Now it's everyone after this point I think is going to be tough. I get leered, so it actually ups my attack. And Skull Bash is not a one-shot. Okay. So now we're gonna use Swift. We're using Skull Bash. Nothing here is effective. Nothing. This is a grass type Pokemon, and we have nothing that can do significant damage to it. Everything else was pretty much clean sweep, other than maybe Kadabra. But look, Thunderbolt, one shot. Gyarados, one shot. Growlithe, Light Screen. Swift, 2-turn Swift. It doesn't make sense. We just use Thunderbolt. It's a knockout. Swift, 3-turn Swift. Doesn't make sense. And now we don't have enough. We just don't have enough hit points. We get poisoned, and Razor Leaf, no one shots us or gets a critical and knocks us out. And I'm going to add in Takedown for Skull Bash. See if this helps. It probably won't. I don't think it's going to help too much. But the problem with a Takedown is Takedown has recoil damage. So whenever I hit somebody with Takedown, it's going to give me damage back. Now I have less damage now than I have in the past couple attempts that I've done. And I'm going to get knocked out by Alakazam, ain't I? Okay, now we're down to 40 health. 33 health. And yeah, that's another loss. So I think I've just decided to go fight Koga, and I'll come back and fight him later. And Koga's gym is not too difficult because, well, it is difficult, but it's not. He's got a lot of psychic trainers in there, which they have high special. So electric Thunderbolt is an electric. It's a special move. It's not a physical move. It's a special move. So whenever I try to do damage to something in special, the psychic type Pokemon like Drowsy, like Kadabra, they have pretty good specials, so they don't take all the damage. And look at this. I'm 12 levels higher than these Pokemon. And a stab 95 base power move is not knocking them out in one hit. Okay, so now we're facing Koga. Okay, set up light screen so they can't do a lot of damage to me. Thunderbolt is a one-shot, very good. Muck comes out, not a one-shot, and he goes X accuracy, but we still get the knockout anyway. Knockout again, and is the Weezing. I don't think the Weezing's a knockout, but he does self-destruct, which does a lot of damage, but not enough to knock us out, so we get the win here. Very good. So I decided to go face Blaine in his gym. We don't really have anything super great against Blaine. Thunderbolt may do well just because it's a powerful move, but now we're trying to use Swift, and Swift is about a 2-shot for everything we're facing. Yeah, I didn't save after I fought Brock, or fought our rival, so I had to reteach Takedown just to be safe, just to have an extra move, just in case. I really wish we could learn Double Edge. Double Edge would have been much better than Takedown. And okay, so now we're just getting through here. And look at the time, 1 hour and 38 minutes. And the whole goal of this playthrough was to get this done under 2 hours. And I think we have a lot left to do before we're going to get close to the 2-hour mark. I think we have Blaine's Gym, which is where we're at now. We have our rival fight. We also have the second Giovanni fight. We also have Sabrina. We have the third Giovanni fight, and we have our rival in the Elite Four. So we got a lot to do in the next 20 minutes. I don't think we'll get it done. And this is just showcasing like exactly why I compare this and Magnemite. Having that extra move early would have compensated for a lot of time. Okay, so now we're facing Blaine. Blaine's a fire type trainer, so we're going to start off with Light Screen to up our defense. Now he's going to do a retroactive potion. He always does retroactive potions. It's the craziest thing ever. Ponyta, one hit knockout, very good. Rapidash will not be a one hit. Oh, it will be a one hit. Wow, okay. Arcanine, is it going to be a one hit? I didn't think so, but Super Potion retroactively. Just seeing how much Takedown did there. And then Thunderbolt, very good. So actually not as difficult as I thought it'd be. Now here we can learn Explosion, which is pointless, so we're not going to. Now we're going to face our rival one more time. We are higher level. I think we're level 49 or 50 here. Yeah, 50. So we are 13 levels higher. And let's see if this is a drastic difference in what the last outcome was. Growlithe, Light Screen. You can use Roar, which does nothing. I don't know why Roar is even a move. I think it's good for wild Pokemon or something. Swift is a two-shot. Very good. We have a lot of health going into Venusaur. Swift, he poisons us. Awesome. Takedown, awesome. And just need one more hit. One more hit. Thank God, we get the win. Finally beat our 6th rival fight. And we move on to Sabrina. Sabrina, it could go either way here. We have pretty decent defense. And our special's okay. So they could try to do a lot of things to us. So Psychic does half damage. Damn, that does nearly half. And so now the goal is from here is I got a clean sweeper. Takedown. Nope. And Swift gets the knockout. We have 2 Pokemon left. And the question is, do we knock them out in one hit? Or Psywave sucks. Okay, good. And we get the knockout. We got lucky there. So they just gone for Psychic. He'd have knocked me out. So now we're at the 3rd Giovanni fight. This is a very, very, very difficult Giovanni fight. Go ahead and watch it. I just took a drink of my drink, so that's what you're hearing in the background. So, here's the problem with this fight. Not really a huge problem, but we got to get by the Rhyhorn, and we really have no move to do it other than Takedown. Mimic, we're going to Mimic Dig. Dig will let us pretty much knock out the rest of his team, unless we get knocked out by Dig itself. However, the strategy is sound, it's just execution that's the problem. So we'll try this again. Alright. So we're going to use Light Screen so his attacks do less damage to us. Takedown, it actually doesn't do too bad. But we're going to have so much of our health diminished because we just don't have a move that does a lot of damage to rock types. And this might be a situation where I might regret the fact that I got rid of Sonic Boom. Okay. Nidoking. Actually, Takedown's doing a lot, and I don't know why I just didn't stick with Dig. I really don't know why I didn't stick with Dig there. That was past JD was being dumb right there. Okay, Light Screen, same stuff, different battle. And he just tail whipped us, so now our attacks dropped. Okay, we just gotta get through him. It's the biggest thing. We just gotta get through Rhyhorn. Gotta get through Rhyhorn, and now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna Mimic Dig. Okay. Dig's gonna dig a hole. We're gonna get Dig. Oh, God bless. You gotta be kidding me. And we dig again, knock it out. Nidoqueen's up. We only have 40 health left. And Guard Spec. Never go wrong with Guard Spec, Giovanni. Nidoking's up. And Nidoking misses a tackle. I don't know why you're going for tackle. It's like a weak sauce move this late in the game, dude. And then Rhydon's up. And we're going to have to use a couple of these. He'll never hit us because he's going to go for Fissure all the time. And he'll never hit us. He really won't. Because we outspeed him. And Fissure relies on you being faster than your opposition. So now we got our rival fight. A rival fight can be tough right now, but I think we actually have a pretty sound strategy to win. First, we just got to knock out Thunderbolt, knock out the Pidgeotto. Pidgeot, very good. Rhyhorn is up. We have to use Takedown to knock it out. And somehow I'm missing a lot of these very easy attacks. I don't know why, but whatever. And And use Mimic, and I just thought of a genius idea. Since our speed is super high and we're very high leveled, it might not be a bad idea to do Horn Drill. Horn Drill is a horrible move. Do not get me wrong here. It's a horrible move. Only 30% accurate, plus the difference in you and the opposition's level difference. So, yeah, it's a horrible move to have. And if you have to rely on it, it's not reliable at all. So you're relying on nothing. And the other downs, it just doesn't. If it does hit, though, it's an automatic knockout. That's the upside to it. And I looked at this, I'm like, listen, I outspeed these guys. I'm just going to go for broke and go for Horn Drill. I got lucky here. Horn Drill's a one-shot. Very good. There was no other strategy that was going to work. The only thing I could think of is I can mimic Psychic, which is what I do in the last battle. So now we're facing Lorelei. Lorelei usually can be difficult, but she won't be difficult for us. Okay? We're at an hour 56 minutes, by the way. Thunderbolt should clean sweep her entire team. Should clean sweep her entire team because we mimic Amnesia here. And Amnesia will help boost our special, which Thunderbolt's a special attack, so makes complete sense. 1 knockout, 2 knockout, and the third one, 3rd knockout. Very good. So Lorelei is not too difficult. Now this one, Bruno will be difficult, and I've never said that sentence before in my life, but Bruno will be tricky. Because Bruno has 2 Onyxes, and there's really nothing we can use to beat Onyx. Now, the first battle, which is what you're going to see here, I think, is I make a dumb decision, and I decide to mimic something from Onyx. Which is dumb. I shouldn't have done this. I'm going to try to mimic Rock Throw, and once you click Mimic, you can't unclick it. So if you accidentally click it, I don't remember if I did it on purpose or on accident. But you really can't do anything. And he's using Slam, but eventually he starts using Rage. And Rage will just build and build and build and build. And the problem with this now is we're going to run out of power points. So we can't even beat the second Onyx. That's the problem with this. Onyx, as much as it does suck, it does have really good defense. And Takedown is a physical damage dealing move. And it's resistant to normal type attacks. So this was me, my blunder. Just a dumb move on my part. A very dumb move. So it finally gets a knockout, I think. And we're down to 50 HP. Hitmonchan will not be tough. Thunderbolt will knock it out. I'm pretty sure Thunderbolt will knock out Hitmonlee as well. But again, this is why we have to reset and go back to the last save point. Is I'm out. I only have 4 takedowns left, and I'm sorry, but we're not going to knock Onyx out with 4 takedowns. And the only other way to do this is we have to deplete all of our power points for Light Screen and Thunderbolt. And that's 28. It's just not possible. So that's why I was like, you know what? We're going to have to reset this and go back and have a different strategy. So the strategy now is going to be what it should have been. Okay? The strategy should have been you use Takedown, take out Onyx, as much as it's going to be a slow grinding task. Alright, and he uses Rage. Now here's the problem with Rage. He's going to use Rage from now on, and that Rage will get stronger every time, every move. Every time it gets a little bit stronger. So it gets a little bit stronger every time. So now he's up to, yeah. So we have 99 hit points left, which isn't too bad. We're going to mimic Ice Punch. That'll help us immensely against... nice, 69, nice. Thunderbolt's a knockout. Thunderbolt's a knockout. Ice Punch will knock out Onyx in 1 hit. Way better than using Takedown. And Machamp, is Machamp going to get 1 shot? Because he's going to get 1 shot because his special is very low. Very good job. Moving on to Agatha. Now, Agatha I thought would be a lot trickier than she ended up being. So, physical damage dealing moves can't do anything to Agatha because she, well, to 3 of her Pokemon because they're Ghost type. So, we're going to mimic Hypnosis. So we get put to sleep first. That's not good. But we also get confused. And I'm going to put you to sleep. That's what I'm going to do. Piece of crap. Go to sleep. There you go. And so now she switches in Golbat. Which I'm okay with Golbat, because Golbat ain't going to do nothing other than confuse us. But what I should have done was I should have gone for Thunderbolt on the Golbat before it gets me confused. There we go. We're not confused anymore, so that's good. But Thunderbolt on the Golbat, very good. It's flying type. It's going to be a 1-hit knockout every time. Thunderbolt almost one-shots the Haunter. Very good. Arbok's up. We one-shot the Arbok, so we have one Gengar left. And Hypnosis, I don't want it to hit any kind of weird move like Toxic or anything like that. Thunderbolt will be a 3-shot? 2-shot, okay, good. Him with level 69, very nice. And we move on to Blaine. Oh, I'm sorry, Lance? Yeah, Lance. Lance, the Dragon Trainer. Ish. He has 2 Pokemon and they're not Dragon type. But, whatever. So it leads with Gyarados. Gyarados won't be a problem. Gyarados won't be a problem at all. Thunderbolt, 1-shot, very good, moving on. Now we're going to mimic Agility here. And the whole point of mimicking Agility is going to boost our attack, all of our stats, but mainly our speed, but it's also going to boost our special and everything else as well. And hopefully, Hyper Beam will one-shot everything. And the whole goal here is that we can Hyper Beam the entire team without taking too much damage back. Thunderbolt one-shot the Aerodactyl. Now will Dragonite get knocked out by the Hyper Beam? We miss. He Hyper Beams us. We lose. Tactic is sound. It's just execution. We're relying on a move that only has 90 base power. 90% accurate. I'm sorry. It's 150 base power. It's very powerful. But it's the other stuff that's the problem with it. Alright, so. Light Screen. Very good. Leer. It's actually ups our defense. Or ups our attack already. So that's good. Mimic Agility. 1, 2, 3. Let's not get greedy. Just attack him. You have enough. You have enough hit points now. I don't know why you went for Thunderbolt there, dude. You get one more turn to get another setup, which you didn't need it. And now we're gonna go for Hyper Beam. Very good. Aerodactyl, 100% accurate Thunderbolt with high special. Very good. And then Hyper Beam. We miss. It goes for Barrier. Thank God. It does nothing. How do we have a attack boosted that much and it does nothing? Thunderbolt gets the 1-shot though. Thank goodness. It's really weird because a dragon is supposed to be resistant to electric, but it is what it is. So now we're facing the champion. So with the champion coming up, we have some decisions to make. Pidgeot, we're going to go for the 1-shot. Very good. Knock it out. Get it out of the way. It's done. Okay, Alakazam. We're going to mimic Alakazam's Psychic. Okay, we have very high special. This is a great move to mimic. It'll help us out immensely. I'm going to put Light Screen on. Psychic doesn't do nothing to us anymore. Hyper Beam is a 1-shot on the Alakazam, and as long as we knock it out, we don't have to worry about recharging. But look how much Psychic does. That's way better than using Takedown, huh? Alright, so now we have Gyarados, 1-shot with Thunderbolt. Very good. So we have 2 Pokemon left. Hyper Beam is not a 1-shot, so we have to take a recharge turn. Not fun. Okay, so now we really need a Psychic 1-shot right here. We got the Psychic 1-shot. Very good. And with that, we actually beat our rival. So, yeah, we win the game. Now, I was trying to shoot for under 2 hours. It's obviously not. It's 2 hours and 5 minutes, 31 seconds. My conservative time was 2:05, between 2:05 and 2:10. What are my thoughts on this playthrough? I'll get to the championship part and then go ahead and pause it. Okay, so ignore the playtime. Just go off the actual. This was a frustrating run. I am not going to sugarcoat it. This playthrough was very frustrating. It was frustrating because battles that have never been issues before became massive barriers in this game. Massive barriers. This Pokemon really gets screwed over. I'm not even making that up. I'm looking at its moveset. Its moveset is atrociously bad. I'm sorry. If a better moveset, this Pokemon could actually probably do pretty good. And it's just bad. It's just really bad moveset. This is an example of really bad game, like, this game deciding moves and things like that. And then even when I look at like the second generation of this game, this Pokemon, it still doesn't get any electric moves. It's the dumbest thing. You don't get any electric moves via level up until the third generation of this game. So in Fire Red Leaf Green, when I play through them, I'll start the game with Charge, which is a, I don't know what it is. I think it's just an electric move. But I'll also get Spark, which is better than nothing. It's better than having no electric move. So that's kind of the trade-off when it comes to this Pokemon. You just don't have any good electric moves. And like I said, it doesn't get any electric moves at all until Gen 3. And then after Gen 3, let's look at Gen 4 real quick. Gen 4 has a little bit more as well, but not a lot. So that's the problem with this Pokemon. Just its moveset really is garbage. I always say, look, would you have a better moveset or better stats? This is an example where having a really bad moveset. I mean, it doesn't have great stats either, but really bad moveset really does hinder this Pokemon to be very effective and very good. But I want to thank everyone for watching. I was gonna have a video out on Wednesday. It was a replay of a different Pokemon and playthrough. But unfortunately, I've been sick all week. I've been very sick all week. I actually physically could not click a mouse yesterday. It was exhausting to me to click a mouse yesterday. I'm okay today. I'm better, but I'm not 100% yet. But I'm good enough to do the voiceover for this video. So one thing I'm for watching. Stay tuned for next week. We should start having some next week will be a little bit of a different tune. So next week we're gonna have we're gonna be ranking 51 through 101 because this is Pokemon 100 and 101. So we're gonna have a ranking for all these Pokemon, see who's the best of the second 50 tiers, so to speak. And then we're gonna have predictions for the final tier. All right. So I want to thank everyone for watching. This has been JD's Nerdverse. Everyone have a good one and see ya.